克拉玛依这个地方吧，是一个大戈壁滩，什么都没有，鸟都不落的地方，鸟都不愿意来飞地方。
60 years ago, the Communist Party moved Xu Zhaixin 2,000 miles away from his home in Henan province to this desert in China's far west. China's first oil fields had just been discovered here, on the fabled Silk Road.
开始到55年、56年啊，开始钻机，在克拉玛这一块啊，架起好多钻机啊，一大片那个克拉玛油田这一片。
Oil literally bubbles through the sand here, but water does not. Mr. Xu's job was to find the water needed to support the rigs, workers, and their families. Fast forward 60 years, and the Chinese government is still drilling, and Mr. Xu is still here. Karamay rose from the desert sands into a city of 400,000. Camel caravans and tents have been replaced by luxury vehicles and high-rise apartments. Some studies say Karamay is China's richest city per capita. Inside a city park, it's hard to tell you're in the middle of the desert. %80 of the population is now Han Chinese, resettled here since communist rule. 20% descend from the region's indigenous Uyghur Muslim ethnic group. While some Uyghurs do work in the oil fields, the industry is heavily dominated by Han Chinese. Tensions between the central government and the Uyghur people across Xinjiang have escalated in recent years. In 2009, deadly riots in the region's capital left hundreds dead and thousands injured. The instability and the gap between the two groups remains. Hundreds have died since the riots and many clashes. Despite the conflict, the drilling continues. But with profits largely going to the Communist Party and state-owned oil companies, human rights advocates say Beijing's strategy to exploit the region's natural resources comes at a cost for the Uyghur people.
因为我爸妈没有工作，我一定要好好学习，长大以后一定要上一家公司上班的。
On the outskirts of the city, one Uyghur neighborhood doesn't appear to be sharing in the profits of the oil money. This Uyghur high school student is worried about her parents' future. Like many in the neighborhood, her parents are unemployed and can't speak the Chinese language.
他们有厂房这个房子，我们要搬出去，我们怎么生活也不知道。他们不在这里卖羊，然后牛的嘛，所以他们要搬我们出去，就这样。
Since the riots, the Chinese government has taken measures to curb what they call religious extremism. In Karamay, that has included institutionalized discrimination, including banning people with Islamic dress or long beards from using public transportation.
反正以前刚来的时候，看到那些人都挺害怕的。5年前的时候啊，多得很，像那种蒙着面纱、只露着脸的那种人。现在政府管得严了，就没有，很少了。
Inside taxicabs, officials give instructions to drivers who to pick up and who to leave behind.
以前比如说他女的一块去逛街干啥的啊，4、5个、5、6个都是很多那种，现在没有了。现在因为他要是如果说那样的话，那个商场都不让他进，他肯定自己都要注意。
到新疆这个路程上啊，就很难走也，那其实那个时候也没路，前后比较哈，从汽车拉水到水到家，自来水到家，从思想上看，那简直是比以前幸福多了。
While the oil has made many in Karamay rich, rights groups claim the government's policies create widespread discrimination and politically marginalize the Uyghur population. But with oil bubbling from the ground, and Beijing pouring hundreds of billions of dollars into energy investments into the region, China's new Silk Road may be paved with ethnic tension.